7 General Inventions of Leonardo da Vinci. Parachute. Of course, at the time of Da Vinci there were no aircraft yet, and the ability to fly into the air for a person was only a dream. And the ingenious inventor conceived his first parachute in history, not as a means of salvation, but as an apparatus that made it possible to move smoothly through the air, jumping from a height. The Da Vinci parachute is made in the shape of a pyramid and is covered with a dense fabric. Hang glider. Man's dream of flying has been cherished since antiquity. Leonardo da Vinci, like many before him, tried to bring it to life. The scientist was inspired by the creation of the first flying vehicles by birds and bats. One of the aircraft was equipped with movable wings, which were set in motion by a person pedaling. The inventor also tried to create planing devices. One of the inventions of the ingenious Leonardo is a prototype of a modern hang glider. Helicopter. From childhood, Leonardo loved to observe natural phenomena, animals, and plants. The idea of making a propeller, similar to those that are now being lifted into the sky by helicopters, was apparently born by a brilliant inventor when looking at how winged seeds fly smoothly from the trees to the ground. Raise the helicopter. Da Vinci had to have a large screw, on the blades of which a canvas was pulled. It was assumed that 4 balloonists, while unscrewing the screw, could create traction and pressure on the blades that would raise the helicopter up. Car. This invention of the great Italian can conditionally be considered the first car in the world. Of course, it looks more like a cart than modern cars. But Leonardo's self-propelled trolley did not need a driver and was an environmentally friendly transport, as it moved with the help of a spring mechanism, like a winding toy. The idea is brilliantly simple. The spring was wound onto the drum with a lever by hand. While she was unwinding, the trolley drove forward. Bike. Leonardo da Vinci invented a 2-wheeled mobile mechanism in the 15th century, long before the invention of the modern bicycle. In the manuscripts of the scientist, sketches of a wooden car were found, very reminiscent of a modern 2-wheeled vehicle. Only unlike modern bicycles, the wheel of the invention of Da Vinci could not turn and the car did not have a seat. But the transfer of movement from one wheel to another using a chain is first mentioned in the manuscripts of Leonardo da Vinci. Floodlight. Da Vinci conducted scientific experiments in the field of optics. The scientist invented several lighting devices, worked on the creation of a telescope and spectacle lenses. As you know, Leonardo served in the courts of wealthy patron rulers, whose favorite pastime was the theater. The idea of creating a spotlight arose from stage needs. The lighting device was a box inside which a burning candle was placed. On one side of the box was a thick magnifying glass. Machine gun. It turns out that the machine gun was invented long before the First World War. The organ pipe-shaped musket, as Da Vinci called his invention, was called upon to water the enemy with incessant fire. To do this, it was supposed to install 33 gun barrels on 3 racks on a special wagon. The installation could rotate. The guns on the racks fired in turn. When some fired, others loaded, and still others cooled. The height of the machine gun was regulated by a special hoist on a screw mechanism.